Hey, Michael here, or well me, and today let's talk about the best iPhone Apple has ever made. Except, what does that even mean? What is best? And most importantly, how can we know that our definition of best is the best one? See, Apple unveiled the iPhone 17 lineup back in September 13th at 2100 UTC at Apple Park. Tim Cook walked out with his now trademark "Good morning."
Welcome back to Apple Park.
And once again told us this is the best iPhone ever. And they weren't lying. But also they've said the same exact thing about the 16 Pro Max, the 15 Pro Max, and even the 11 Pro Max from years ago. Every single Pro Max has been the best ever. So let's zoom out. See, best is a fascinating word. It came from the Old English best, meaning highest in excellence. But excellence is relative. If I tell you this is the best iPhone, what I'm really saying is it's the best so far, not forever. Just until the next keynote. Or this is technically the best YouTube video I've ever created, but it's not the best of its kind. If it was, it would be called crème de la crème. It's a French word that means cream of the cream, meaning that it's the best of the best. But what's actually new? The iPhone 17 Pro Max has Apple's new A19 Pro chip. It's 30% more power efficient, so your battery lasts longer while still handling real-time ray tracing in games. The cameras all upgraded to 48 megapixels. Sounds huge, but here's the catch. Most photos are still saved at around 18 megapixels thanks to the pixel binding. Sharper, brighter, more detailed, but the numbers don't always tell the whole story. And then there's the display. Bright XDR at 3000 nits of peak brightness. That's bright enough to rival the sun on certain surfaces. In fact, if you stayed at a wide screen in the dark, your pupils would shrink just like they would looking at a lamp. So it's technically correct to say your iPhone is a flashlight you can watch movies on. Now, why does every iPhone look at first glance almost identical to the last one? Maybe that's the point. Apple isn't about revolutions. It's about refinements. Tiny yearly adjustments like evolution, a camera tweak here, a chip upgrade there, and when you add them up over 17 years, the change is staggering. The first iPhone from 2007 looks like an ancient artifact compared to the 17 Pro Max, but in the moment, each step was just the best iPhone ever. And here's a twist. This is basically the Ship Theseus problem. If every plank of a ship is replaced one by one, is it still the same ship? Likewise, if every part of the iPhone has been replaced, is it still the same iPhone? Or we are buying a new identity every year? Convinces the same obsessive lineage that Steve Jobs unveiled some years back with the original iPhone. Even we humans go through this. Every 7 to 10 years, almost every cell in our body has been replaced. You're technically not the same person you were a decade ago. Yet, you still feel like you, which in the process raises questions like, what makes you you, me, and us? So when Apple says the iPhone is the best one yet, maybe it's not just the marketing, maybe it's evolution disguised as a product cycle. But let's get philosophical here. Every year reviewers argue, is it worth upgrading? That question assumes there is an end point, that one day Apple released the final iPhone, flawless, finished. But that's like asking if the universe is done expanding. Spoiler, it's not. The cosmos keeps stretching outwards indefinitely and technology keeps iterating. Which brings us back to the paradox of best. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is the best iPhone ever. Until next year. And then the year after. But maybe the real best iPhone is the one that convinces you not to upgrade. The one that makes you pause and think, I'm good, this is enough. Of course, it's there somewhere in the future. Maybe not. Maybe, but then Apple will be dead, bankrupt, or just history. Because the question of best isn't really about Apple, it's about us, our desires, our status symbols, our need for progress. After all, if a $200 phone can do 90% of what a $1,200 iPhone can do, then why do we pay the extra 400%? Maybe because the last 10% isn't about utility, it's about identity. It defines who you are. So the iPhone 17 Pro Max isn't just a phone, it's a mirror that reflects how much we're willing to trade money, time, attention, just to feel like we're holding the future in our hands. After all, we are, or so we have been told. And maybe, just maybe, The real upgrade we are waiting for isn't in our pockets, it's in us. Until Apple makes the best iPhone, we'll keep on counting the ones we have as the pinnacle of greatness on a glass that can do almost everything. If you enjoyed this video, just drop a like. If not, just don't. Please don't.